Good morning, Qigong. Good morning. Slightly late today, sorry about that. Good morning, Team Brindle. Have I got Jules or Catherine this morning? Let me just check. Let's just see. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, IGTV. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Right, let's get ready. Let's get moving. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, regulars. Welcome, new people who are stumbling into this arena going, oh, what's this then? Let's have a look. Well, welcome to the Daily Qigong. We are the Qigong. Yay! Just have a good twist, everybody, whilst I introduce the class. So the idea of this class is every day we meet for about 45 minutes and we do our morning stretches, okay? We do our morning Qigong. And the idea of Qigong, which is what it actually is, it's a play on words, obviously, is it means life force practice. And by doing these exercises every day, you are generating fresh qi. And when you have fresh qi, what happens is it starts moving around the body and you start to feel energized because qi is energy, okay? So who's here today? Both of you. Wow, full house. Okay, Catherine and Jules. Just to say to everybody, it was Jules's birthday on Saturday. Happy birthday, Jules. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jules, for Saturday gone. Happy birthday to you. And in true Hey You style, we were in the middle of a crisis. And so we were so busy panicking, I forgot that it was her birthday, so I had to ring her back and then pretend it was a brand new day of birthday wishes. Happy birthday, Jules. Happy birthday, my right-hand woman. Anyway, right, so back to where we are. That's more than enough on you, Jules. So Qigong, life force practice. Doing these exercises every day is going to get you in shape, it's going to give you energy, and it's going to start to get to grips with your low-level signs and symptoms, enabling them not to get a foothold in the body. That's what this is all about. The immediate effect is you will feel relaxed yet energized, and very quickly you will start to notice that you just feel better. You've got more energy, you're more awake, you can get through those afternoon dips, aches and pains don't hurt so much. Right, just start shaking. And the way we do the class is about 10 movements that we do. The first part of the class is all about purging. We're just getting rid of anything that's settled overnight. So just shake your body, shake. Shake gently. If that's all you can do, that's absolutely fine. If you just want to wave a bit, that's okay. If you want to go more vigorously, that's absolutely great. If you want to go really vigorously, you can do that as well. This class can be quite vigorous, but you can do it sitting down or lying down, okay? The weaker your body feels, the more intention and the more you focus on your breath. Okay, so just follow me, I'll lead you through the class, you'll get the hang of it, and just stay in the energy, because it's great fun. We always have a laugh, have a look at the comments if you don't feel like doing any exercise, and just enjoy the humour, because there's plenty of that. We all seem to have an awful lot of vitality these days, especially the early adopters. So, talking of early adopters, I'd like to put a shout out to Fiona and her 85-year-old mother, who I have to say does not look a day older than about 50. So I've no idea how on earth you managed to get to 85. But she sent us a lovely message in. We will put the picture up onto the story. Actually, Ruby, if you could make a note of that, because Catherine sent the picture in. And basically, her mum's been doing this Qigong pretty much since April in lockdown. And it's made a huge difference. Very sadly, she lost her husband in lockdown, and she's found that doing this class has really helped her just manage the burden of everything that's been going on in her life, and is feeling so much better. And I have to say, if you look like that, then I'm so going to take the credit. It's got nothing to do with your genes, love. It's the Qigong. But anyway, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for joining the class and sending in your story. We love to get the stories about how this is helping people, and we do put them up on our stories extremely regularly. So do send us in babies, pets, stories, nice things, having lunch with your friends, all 5 of them, whatever it is. The idea of our stories is to inform, educate, support, nurture, cherish, share. If you've got businesses that you want me to promote, because you need some support, getting followers, getting people aware of what you're doing, we're happy to do that too. No money required. Please don't send loads of stuff to me, because I would much rather just send it out to other people. So we're just here, we just want to create a really good community here, and that's what we're doing, and it's great. So there, now, just with the shaking, what you're doing is you're just allowing anything stuck to just get loosely shaken out of the body. Okay, ready for the next step, which is of course tapping. So breathe in, take a deep breath. There. Then take a loosely clenched fist and start drumming the abdomen. If you have a tapper, use your tapper. Not everyone has one straight away to start with. It's absolutely okay to use a loosely clenched fist. And then once we've got purging, what we're doing is we're using breath, vibration, movement, laughter, smiles, knowledge, community, and movement. I think I've said movement. Oh, and breath, of course, the most important thing of all, to basically get anything that doesn't serve us out of the body, giving us an empty space that we can then in turn fill with breath and intention and knowledge, and start to make shifts with the body and make nice, gorgeous, fresh chi, ready for the body to basically cope with the day ahead. So it's like a kind of breath breakfast. There you go, Ruby. That's the quote for the day. It's a breath breakfast. That's what this class is. Often you might find yourself farting, burping, crying, laughing. All sorts of things come out. That's okay. So just drum. I'm quite bullish when I do this class because these are my morning exercises that I do with you. But if you want, you can go gently. You can use fingertips. When you go gently like this, it's the intention that needs to go up, okay? Because when you're banging the body like this, the vibrations, the body's doing the work. But when you go gently, it's the intention. You've got to really focus on your fingertips and really amplify what they're doing, okay? And that's just by concentration. So if you're in bed right now, if you're suffering, if you can't move very well, if this is too much for you, just go like this, super gently, and breathe. And really think the toxicity out of the body, okay? Because that's what we're doing. We're using vibration now to shift anything that's got stuck or settled out of the organs, out of the channels, out of the muscles and the tendons and the fascia and the joints. And we're just using tapping or patting. Nice go on the shoulders. If you don't have a tapper, this is a really good spot just to give yourself a good tap here. So this is what we're doing with this movement. I spent a couple of minutes on it because it's so powerful, so good for the immune system, good for brittle bones. Go down the outside of the legs, up the inside. If you've got a tapper, still use your tapper. I'm just going to use mine. Just allow these lovely breaths. You can cover a bigger surface area. This is called the bamboo tapper, folks. This is available on the Hey You method. Team KB, if you could just put the link up to anybody that's new, because not everyone's heard of everything. I suddenly launched into the class yesterday morning assuming it was my normal gang who know everything. And then realised that there's a whole load of new people. I thought, gosh, they probably don't have a clue what I'm talking about. So I've started afresh today. So Qigong, life force practice. Life force is energy or chi in the body. Okay, prana in yoga. And it gives you huge amounts of energy, and when you've got a full, strong chi in the body, your body's a lot less likely to get sick. The Chinese masters would say with a lot of chi, you don't get sick. Jules would have a complete meltdown if I went on air and said that. So she tempered it right back and said less likely to. And put an asterisk next to it and a disclaimer. That's my Jules. Better safe than sorry, so stop overclaiming on it. She's absolutely right. But the point is that strong chi, without question, you feel better when you've got it. That is for sure. As many of the early adopters will vouch for. And if you have a look on the Instagram stories or in the histories, you'll see hundreds of testimonies of people going, I can't believe it, it's just made such a difference. And I know, because I couldn't believe it either when I discovered all this, right? Just tap the joints. Really important to go around those joints, around those long bones. Yeah, allowing stem cells, getting the chi strong in the joints, giving you the strength for the day ahead. Bottom of the calves, really good for back pain. Deep breathing. When you do that breath, you want that dragon breath, because you want the stale air out of the body, okay? We want anything that's been lingering, floating about. We want to get rid of it. We want a nice fresh breath. Breath, the number one healing modality for your body. Not food, not supplements, not anything you can buy. Breath, okay? It's all free. You can use your breath, you can use your hands, you don't need to buy anything, just tune into this class and you will start to feel the difference, and you too will experience the wonders of Qigong, because it's so fantastic. Right, there we go, that should do the trick there. So, now, this little bit of the class now gets extremely dynamic, because in Chinese medicine, there are 5 key organs: the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, the spleen, and the liver, okay? And in our medicine, these are the major responsibilities for all of the health of your body, your physical body, how you feel, and your spirituality and your very soul, okay? And if you're experiencing any kind of like negative charge in the body, like your energy's flat, or you're not kind of on the right path, or your aches and pains, or you've got things that are wrong with you, or you're suffering, then it's because these key organs are getting involved. And the way we treat them is, first of all, by getting any old feelings out of them that's kind of lingering about, that you're dragging around from your past. We've got to get them out with vibration and breath. And then we laugh to fill it with endorphins, because that's the best possible thing for your body. And then we fill it back in with the very high frequency vibrations to get you feeling strong. This is where we make the Qi. So to do that, the first step of making good quality Qi, step 1, okay? In my 3-step process, Ruby, this is quite good for today. Step 1 to making good quality Qi. 1, stamp your feet and feel a bit silly. That's okay, right? Because I want to get a rhythm going, boom, boom, boom in the body, okay? I want to start getting some vibrations moving. So if you can, stamp your feet. If you cannot, drum your lower dantian. This is the energetic center of the body, okay? Just do this. Breathe in. And then we're going to do these lovely dragon, well, actually that's called tiger breaths, okay? And what you do is you breathe in and you do this. You stick your bum out, you arch your back, you pull down your arms, you claw your hands out. Get your eyes popping out, okay? Be a tiger, because it gets that energy out of the body, and it then allows you a nice big space to fill it back in again. So, boom, 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 boom. Oh, oh, oh. Going to the lungs first. This is about letting go. Anyone in grief, anyone needing to let go of a person or a thing or a moment in their life or any aspect of what's going on, this is where the lungs come in, and we breathe, go in. Push it out from the diaphragm. Breathe it all out and breathe in. Get that tiger. Right, now to the heart. You don't have to stamp your feet if you don't want to. I find it helpful because I'm feeling that kind of energy pulsing in my body where I'm getting my mojo on, and I'm like, right, come on, I'm going to heal, I'm going to feel better, and I'm going to get rid of this stuff. I don't want it in my body. So I'm getting kind of my adrenaline moving in terms of in a positive way of kind of going, right, I'm going to get shot of this. I'm in my tiger mode and I'm going to get rid, because I'm going to bring in a lot of beauty in a minute. So bang your chest into the heart. This is about anxiety. Breathe in. Use your diaphragm. Breathe in. Really use your intention. Really intend to get it, to spew it out of the mouth, okay? I want it out of the body. Right, into the spleen. Over to the left-hand side. Your left, mirror me. Your left, it's your spleen, your left, okay? This is about worry and integrity. So getting rid of worries when we're worrying ourselves, tying ourselves up in knots. Breathe in. Breathe in. Okay, breathe in and go to the liver on your right hand side. Breathe in. This is about anger, frustration, resentment. Anyone pissing you off right now, we're going to get rid of that negative energy. Drum the liver. Breathe in. Shh. Push it out. Shh. tiger. Breathe in. Big eyeballs of the tiger. Okay, because those eyeballs are part of the liver function. The liver opens into the eyes. So when you do that exercise, really stare at me, okay, and go tigery with your claws. Okay, really tense. Right, now go to the kidneys. Do not drum your kidneys. Breathe in. You can drum here. We'll just do that again. That was about letting go of fear. I forgot to tell you. Let go of any fear. Breathe in. Breathe in. Back to the heart. Breathe in. Okay. Now check in. Notice yourself. I feel lighter, okay? I used to say like an aero bar, but then I was told not to support Nestle, so... But you feel like you've got like an aerated sensation in the body, like you've dug over the garden. That's because we've made some shifts. So the next thing to do is immediately, to stop the body then filling it back up again with more worry, more fear, more anxiety, we go straight in on the laughter. And we have the lovely Kelly, who is here every wonderful day, helping us, doing a stopwatch on it. So what we do is I just burst into complete laughter, which will make you laugh because you think that's completely ridiculous. I can't believe she's doing that. Go with it. Laugh if you can, if it makes you cry, or if it doesn't matter. Any emotional reaction is good, but we're going for laughter. Supports your immune system for 24 hours, okay? It makes you strong, okay? And it's massively good for your endocrine system, for your cardiovascular system. Basically, it's the best breath technique you can do. And we do it for an hour. Oh my God, we do it for a minute. Drum your abdomen if you want. We want to get that laughter deep into the belly. We do not do it for an hour. I think I would literally collapse if we did that. Sometimes Kelly lingers a bit. Then I'm like, you sure that was a minute? Oh my goodness me, Kelly, I swear it's more than a minute. Thank you, Kelly. Oh my God. I was just thinking we should probably do like a sponsored laugh or something. How about that for an idea? A sponsored laugh. How long could Jules and I entertain you and keep you laughing for? That is a really good question. Can we sustain that for an hour on Instagram before everybody passes out? One to be discussed. Catherine, would you like to pick that up with the gang and see whether that was a good idea or not? It'd be good. We could do it for the NHS. Since... Okay, why am I laughing so much? Okay, right, I've made my point. Okay, laughter is incredibly good for you in many, many ways. Jules, actually, Ruby, we've got a lovely post about why laughter is so good for the body. Could we get that up onto the stories today as well, please? Because it's a really good bullet point for the new people. Just take it from me for now. It's really good for you, okay? And it's fun. So now that we've got laughter flooding through the body, that's all these endorphins, which are sort of banging like a penguin into here. That's another one, good one, Ruby, banging like a penguin. banging like a penguin down into my lower body. But why? Because now we're going to make room for the high virtues of the soul, okay? Because now we can orbit in our higher selves, which takes the energy up, okay, up into the sky and gives us this lovely lightness. And so the electric charge going through us is high, in a high frequency, not like this, which is where we feel when we're lugging ourselves about, going from one coffee to a cake to a exhausted moment, you know, and then never quite recovering. This is what keeps you alive, okay? So breathe in, and I'm going to sing to you and sing back. So we start with the lungs and we start with gratitude. So the high virtue of gratitude, breathe in. You should feel it vibrating. Go to the heart. This is about joy and love of yourself and each other. Breathe in. Go to the spleen on your left, mirror me, and this is about trust and integrity. Go to your liver. This is about compassion and forgiveness and benevolence and kindness. Breathe in. Stop every time. Don't make me laugh. I'm in the middle of doing my liver healing. Oh, I've got to start all over again now. Right. Go back to your liver and try and ignore Jules's comments. I'm going to have to shut my eyes. Breathe in. It's going to make me laugh again. Okay, I can't do it. Do a deer, a female deer. Right, okay, go to your kidneys. This is about fear, getting rid of fear and allowing wisdom of the soul particularly, and life lessons too. Breathe in. Back to the heart. This is the other side of fire, which is too complicated to go into. Just trust me. And you go. Breathe in. He. That's my dog. He. My goodness me. God, you can't get the staff today, can you? Okay, well, that was all supposed to be all spiritual. It's been it's turned into a pantomime. Hello, Fidel. Okay, so there we go. We just about managed to get the healing sounds. That was a bit amateur today, but never mind. Now, one last thing. Just tap the top of your head. And the reason we're tapping our head is because this is the kind of the connection point up to the spirit, okay? Right, we've just about managed to limp our way to the end of the purge section of the class. This is ridiculous. Jules, honestly, for goodness sake, this is what happens when she has 2 days off. She comes back, causes absolute pandemonium. Where's Catherine when I need her? She's nice and calm. Right, now, what we're going to do in the rest of the class is we're now going to start moving this incredible vibration that we've created round the body, okay? Because the importance of health is purge and nourish. Get rid of that which doesn't serve, bring in that which does, and then the free flow of chi and blood around the body, moving it around your body so it gets into everywhere it needs to go. The channels, the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons, the joints, the bones, everywhere. So that's why we do the next set of exercises. So just follow me, breathe in. There, now really stretch if you can, smile. Shouldn't be too difficult with all the nonsense going on today. Right, smile deep into this lovely twist. And with this, I'm going to go into my topic of the day, which we've stopped doing for a bit because I was slightly sort of just enjoying just wanging on to whatever popped into my head. But I've been told by the powers that be that I need more structure. So I was like, all right then. So I thought I am going to talk about weight. okay? And Jules will go, oh, you can't say that, but I don't care, because I know that that's one of the many reasons why people exercise is to look good, okay? Because they've got wobbly bits that they don't like, that they've tried lots of exercises, they've tried lots of diets, and they don't work, and then they get despondent because you do 2 weeks of non-stop trauma, suffering, and then you only need to go to a birthday party, have a tiny slice of cake, and then the whole thing seems to unravel, and it's not fair. So I am going to talk about that today. So follow my exercises, guys. If I'm talking to anyone here in the group that has done diets, gone to the gym, thought, right, that's it, I'm going to get up at 6 every morning and go to these classes and do X, Y, and Z and burn loads of calories and not eat any calories, and yet it doesn't work. Okay, so welcome to the Qigong revolution, because the thing is, I'm going to dispel a few of these myths whilst we do the exercises. So just follow me, because it's going to take me a little while to talk about it. So the first thing to say is that to have a toned, fit, sculpted body, which is fit on the inside and looks fit on the outside, it's not about calories in versus calories out. It's a myth. Okay, all the body will do is it will adjust its metabolism to cope with the lower calorie intake. It doesn't work. That said, you also don't want to overload it with too many calories either, because then that turns to what we call damp in Chinese medicine. Then it just sort of lingers because the body can't metabolize it all. So you're straining the digestive system, and then that makes matters worse. But it's not the only problem. Right, go back the other way. Because one of the main reasons why people struggle with their weight, with the conventional wisdom that's out there, is that it's not addressing the energy of the body. And that's why this is different. Because when you're practicing Qigong with good eating habits, what you're doing is you're strengthening the organs on the inside of the body, thus strengthening your body up and returning it back to its kind of more youthful state where things normally behaved a bit more regularly. Most people tend to have these issues with as they get older, certainly my experience in clinic. I know there are exceptions to that, me being one of them, but most people, things tend to be okay when they're younger. It tends to go wrong after babies, after a crisis, after menopause, you know, after sustained work issues, that kind of thing. So that's because the inside of the body is getting walloped by that, and the organs are getting weaker, okay? And that's why the body then starts to lose its tone and its sculpted appearance, because in Chinese medicine, a strong, healthy body on the inside equals a strong, healthy body on the outside. You don't just pick out muscle groups and cardiovascular exercise and assume that it's some kind of maths equation, because it isn't, okay? The body is biochemical, it's full of qi, it's got aging processes going on, so all sorts of other things happening. So the short circuit answer to this, okay, now go around at the hips, is that what you need to do is you need to follow a good, healthy diet, all right? I'll come on to that in a minute. We'll come on to the diet in a sec. And then in conjunction with that, you need to do Qigong, because Qigong strengthens the organs on the inside and therefore the physique on the outside. And it does it in a way that protects the joints and protects the body, okay? So you don't end up injuring yourself or knackering yourself, because when you do these kinds of exercises, you're strengthening your energy, not depleting it, okay? Running on the treadmill for 45 minutes might make you feel energized at the end of it, but overall you are depleting the reserves of the body yet further. So you're making the problem worse, especially if you're doing it on some crazy diet, okay? And that's why the results don't come. It does for a few people, but as a general rule, when you're looking at the body, it's not going to work. So you're much better off doing Qigong, much better off doing these exercises with me each morning. And if you've got strength in the body, do Aaron's animal class. It starts on Monday. I thought it started yesterday. It doesn't. It starts on Monday. Okay, and it's at 11 o'clock in the morning, which is the flow. And then the teaching class is at 9:30 or 6:30 in the daytime. That is going to give you that kind of lovely, strong, fit energy on the inside and that sculpted look that you're after on the outside. And I'm living proof, because I'm working on it with him as we speak, and it is working. Because my body always had a problem for this, always, my whole life, and then it was absolutely shot to pieces after I had my twins, and I never sorted it out, okay? I could never sort it out. I've gone through all of everything until I discovered the animals, and that's why I'm so excited about them. So that's the first thing to say. So get your Qigong going. If you haven't got the strength to do the animals, that's okay. Do this class, and then do the 12 rivers and the heaven and earth. Get the energy of the body going first. Strengthen the chi of the body, and then it works from the inside out. That's the first thing to say about exercise. Now breathe in. Breathe out. Now, whilst we're doing the outward breath, each outward breath I'm going to talk to you about diet, okay? So breathe in. Breathe out. The key to diet is look at the digestion chapter in my book and download the spleen fact sheet in the free fact sheets on my Instagram and on my website, okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. Now the trick to a healthy diet is always only eat to 80% full. Never feel full. Only ever go to 80%. Live your diet within that 80-20 rule. Not only 80% full, 20% hungry, but also 80% good, 20% wiggle room. All right? It doesn't have to be ridiculous. Eat locally, eat fresh, eat mindfully, eat really good quality food. Okay? You are much better off having a very small portion of something really good than a massive portion of something not very good at all. Okay? It doesn't help your body in any shape or form. Eat at the same time each day and give your body kind of like a metronome of regularity when you're eating. Chew your food really thoroughly and give yourself time to digest your food at the end of each meal. Try to break at lunch. Don't just sit in front of your screen working whilst you're eating and kind of not noticing what you're eating. Stop and eat. Okay? Allow your body time to focus on what it's doing and to assimilate the nutrition. If you possibly can, just go and walk for 100 steps. It's not very long. It's like 3 minutes after you've eaten. Like not straight away, but like eat, sit around for like 10-15 minutes and then just go for a little stroll. Okay? So if that's in the office, the ideal would be go out, eat, sort of somewhere outside, breathe in some fresh air, go for a little amble about, and then go back to your desk. That's much healthier for your body. It means your body can assimilate the food properly. Right, go the other way, breathe in. And the foods that we always talk about avoiding in Chinese medicine are the 4 whites: flour, salt, sugar, and dairy. Try as best you can, breathe in, to keep those out of the diet whilst you're focusing on fresh, local. Best to try and grow it yourself. Allotments, window boxes, backs of gardens, growing your own food because it tastes so much better, it's so much fresher. Okay, try and avoid all this kind of plastic packaged food in the supermarkets. I mean, I don't know what's happened since COVID, but the whole plastic campaign seems to have just completely disappeared. And I'm absolutely shocked. I went into a supermarket which I should shame, which I won't. I was absolutely appalled. I'm like, where is the plan? It's just stopped. It's a crime against our environment, frankly. Right, there we go. Now put your feet shoulder width apart, breathe in. Tiger claw your hands, really tighten. Bend at the knees, really tight, pull every muscle in, contract. And really relax. You'll find that tiger claw. Now relax. When you tighten the body like that with the tight fingers, it allows the body to completely relax after. This is a really good exercise for getting rid of stress and really strengthening the overall muscle tone of the body, because really pull it in. Notice where you find it hard. Like for me, it's just here after, because it was all split with the twins. So, breathe out. Follow my hands. Let's take a big breath now. We're in the relaxed mode. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands together. Pull everything in, especially the stomach. This exercise now is the swimming dragon. This is really good for the kidneys, to control the metabolism and strengthen the body. It works every muscle, tendon, fascia of the body. This is incredibly powerful as an exercise. If you can't move very easily, just stay up here. This is fine, but really pull your tummy in, really work this. It's going like this, okay? You're getting a lovely waist from doing this exercise. This and the next movement are very much, oh, beads of sweat down my back. You should be starting to get beads of sweat from this bit of the exercises, okay? So that's the main advice on the diet. Don't eat snacks, okay? If you're a person that needs 5 little meals a day, that's you, okay? If you're a person that eats once a day or 3 times a day, decide what you are, but stick to it, okay? It's really not good for the digestive system to suddenly have some change of pattern imposed on it. It likes to do the same thing at the same time. It makes it strong. Then, if you possibly can, if your weight is really against you, really try and follow through the Hey You Fit. Catherine Jules, if you could just put the hook on Hey You Fit, the Hey You Fit sequence behind this, okay? Because your body, if you struggle with this, it's because your organs are depleted and you've got to do more than the next person, okay? So in my instance, I had to do 12 rivers, heaven and earth, and I finally started to sort myself properly out in once I started doing the animals, and I only started doing them 2 weeks ago, okay? I've held them back. I know what they're all about because I've studied them and I've done some stuff with Aaron, but I wanted to wait until I was in front of everyone to really start showing the difference, because I want to basically be the example to what I've done. But if you're weak, you've got to strengthen the body up first. It's not a good idea to go straight into really intense Qigong if you've got aches and pains and things are not great. So just start with the 12 rivers and work your way through. But if you've already got quite a lot of strength and you're used to more action and you're already exercising but you're not getting the results, even though you're spending time doing it and you've got the energy to do it, go straight into the 12 rivers flow, because it starts on Monday and you can just pick it up as you go along, as if you'd gone to, say, a yoga class, you're just watching everyone and just working it out. You can do that and just get started, or do the week of classes so that you've learnt the moves in advance and then you go into the flows that way. Both of them work. I've done it both ways. I learned half the moves in advance and then didn't learn the other half and did the class. I thought, no, you can just go straight in. You just don't get a lot of the background. But if you trust me and you just go, okay, do you know what? Katie's been so helpful that I'm just going to go with her on this. I promise you'll be happy. You will. Right, in the meantime, just allow this lovely exercise to work through the body. So that's basically my input on weight and diet and exercise. It's basically some simple principles. There is also a kind of rebalancing plan that's up on my fact sheet, which is if you've been overcooking it like I did in my summer holidays, because I was there for quite a while and I had friends over and I was just basically, I was still good, but my body's very unforgiving, so I have to be very strict in order to kind of even manage this. And that's the plan I go back to when I just need to kind of be a bit strict, a bit austere for a bit, just to get my body rebalanced, because I've just been a bit excess and not followed my own advice. And I just do that for a couple of weeks to just get it balanced, and then I go back to these principles of 80-20, eating locally, eating slowly, good quality food, small portions, and it works. And it doesn't require any crazy thing, packet food, calorie counting, all of this nonsense. It's just some common sense and eating locally. Right, really allow this exercise to get really in there. Such a lovely flow. But if you are new to Qigong, do look at the testimonies that we've got from all of the lovely early adopters that stumbled across me one way or the other in early lockdown, and we've all been here ever since doing our thing, and it's quite wonderful the results that we've been getting. It's so wonderful to do. This is why we get up every morning and do it together, because it's a lovely community. There's also the Qigong on Facebook, which is a kind of I didn't know how do I describe the Qigong on Facebook? The most amazing group of people, okay? Must be about 800 of us by now. And it's like a support group to each other. So if you've got any problems or you need some extra help or you need a bit of TLC from some people that just want to help you, or you want to be one of the people that helps other people, just join into that group. It's absolutely lovely. I'm in there. I know we often ask the Qigong their opinions on things. We get all sorts of, they get a lot of input from us. We really value them, and it's a wonderful group. Oh, there we go. And then of course the last thing to say is, if you've tried some of the Hey You Method tools, which is the brand that I created, I know a lot of you are big fans of the restorers and things. If you have a look at Katie the Skin Whisperer, Jules, Catherine, if you could just put her stuff, her hook there, because Katie is our head therapist. She's amazing. She does these wonderful one-to-one sessions where she will teach you how to use the comb, the tapper, the body restorer, the beauty restorers, how to get the best out of your crystals, basically, which she does brilliantly well. So you get incredible results, and then you know how to do it for yourself. So all this is available, not all at once, but it's all here going on, hoping to help you master your health. One more. There, right. Just take your hands, place them on your lower jaw. Breathe in and out. Slowly take your hands round your belly. Smile. I'm so glad you like the class. Go the other way. It's a really lovely start to the day. I literally can't function without it now. I'm so ingrained. It just gets your energy is just like, it's like nice fresh chi, as Aaron called it. I thought that is the best way to describe it. It's just, your body feels zingy and pingy and alive and energized and clean. It's like kind of mountain air. It's that kind of feeling. Just enjoy this. Do try and have your tapper during the day. This energy will keep you going. The stronger your body, the longer it will last. So just note to yourself, actually, if you're keeping a healing journey journal, of how long you're feeling this feeling for. Because what you want is for it to last all day until the next day. Okay, that's what we're after. But if the body's weak, it won't last that long, and it will be a benchmark to how strong you're feeling, as will the cessation of your symptoms. That will also show that you're getting there. But I promise you that the journey of 10,000 miles starts with a single step. This is your single step. Welcome to the world of Qigong. The answer is on this journey, I promise you. We will hold your hand and take you there, I promise you. The results sit on this journey, between where you start with me, the 12 rivers, the heaven and earth, the breath work and the animals. You will find your solution, along with the Hey You Method tools and learning how to use them. You're there. Just allow the body to absorb everything we've just done. Tap the body now, because we want all that lovely fresh chi going into the bones, okay, into the joints. We want to protect our joints. We want to encourage stem cells, encourage marrow, get the immune system functioning properly. Breathe. And just try and do some of those exercises throughout the day. Try and keep you walking up. Think about starting Aaron's class if you're looking for something dynamic as well. That's what I'm now doing. So I do this, I now do the animals at 11. You will see me there. If you're coming in on that class, I will be there. I'm there now. We're just fine-tuning it. But I'll be there as of next week as well. And then I walk my doggy. And that's pretty much it. I do stand and I work. I do a lot of these twisting exercises throughout the day just to keep the energy moving. But now you set it up for the day, giving yourself a lovely, healthy day ahead. I wish you a lovely Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. Regulars, thank you so much for coming back. New people, thank you so much for trusting us and thinking, oh, I'm going to do this. Let us know how you get on, okay? We want to know. Thank you all so much, and I will see you tomorrow.